the fallen divers. 2185, fighting on publics against the final offense. Divers holding the line as the clankers open fire. Eagles begin to fly, the final assault now commence. The battle for the creek, all odds are against us. Fighting clankers from dawn till dusk, holding back their last grand assault.
Good morning, Ustotu. Today's dose of metal introduced directly to your bloodstream through your ear holes was Creek Victory by Stormtrooper 115, along with some brilliant gameplay footage on the source video. As always, link is in the description below. You know, I'm starting to think that if we creators of SuperTube, that being myself, Stormtrooper, Critical Adventures, and possibly Galactic War, I'm not sure how astonishingly lethal he may or may not be, if we all got together for a dive, absolutely nothing would live. Democracy's enemies would just give up and go home. Speaking of Critical Adventures, I'm sure that some among you have noticed something new in my channel. This is yet another side project that I'm dabbling with, inspired by CHV's videos of daring do and heroic valor under fire. They're just some recordings from my fist units waylaying hostiles while on missions set to music that I find appealing. It's actually a lot less work than a typical broadcast, and I can handle them based on how much recording I can get done and when creative surges strike me. Originally, that video was supposed to be set to the soothing sounds of Thunderstruck by AC/DC, but once I got it uploaded last night, I was informed that it was blocked globally due to copyright issues. Basically, some objectively terrible person of a CEO out there wasn't getting enough of a mega yacht upgrade this spring season, and for that, I did not have the freedom to set gameplay footage to a song of my choosing. I fail to see how this makes them any money. It's not like I make any coin at this channel, and does little but engender ire. My days of having absolutely, positively zero respect for copyright law are certainly coming to a middle. Even so, I found a new OST, and I think I kind of like this better. Hey, say what you will about AI music. Whenever I use that as background music, I never have to deal with this crap. My griping over corporate excesses aside, morning news from the Galactic Sphere. The morning crew has obtained their caffeine injections and have started work on Ustotu, which should be liberated completely in just another few hours. Apparently, the community agrees with my take that a 35% reduction to a rather large cooldown for exosuits is a far better upgrade than a fairly minor upgrade to Eagle rearm times. At this point, I do believe that most people in the Liberation Fleet know to time their reloads between fights so as to maintain maximum combat effectiveness and readiness. Also to juggle their cooldowns so they always have some kind of ordnance to throw tyranny's way. Haren does not fare nearly so well, coming along at a snail's pace, but hey, bug divers can bug dive. Can't fault one for knowing what they like. However, there is a little tiny bit of bad news. Meridia has climbed past 20% dark energy accumulation and begun to move once more. We're, gonna have to fix that. Looks like I'll be acquiring some more footage from the voteless quarantine zone soon enough. Hey, Squidward, you wanna be an internet star? Yeah, that's what I thought. In other news, life within the Sagan and Nana sectors at large has mostly returned to normal after Gunvold's brief soak in the hot tub of fascism. People are going to work, paying their taxes, partaking in leisure and creature comforts, and mostly just enjoying a fairly peaceful existence. Never forget, Helldivers, this is what we're fighting to protect. Getting up before dawn for a few drops so that others may enjoy another sunrise. Speaking of which, Gunvold's referendum has passed yet another matter in regards to default diplomatic stance, with 52% of the vote leaning toward gunboat diplomacy. Honestly, given the state of the Galactic Sphere as a whole, I can't fault them for having an aggressive stance. Usually the one who opens fire first tends to win, and Gunvold's neighbors to the north tend to be a noisy bunch that throw entirely excessive invasion parties on the weekends. That being said, this is still just a default stance. I'll be still conducting my diplomatic wheelings and dealings as needed. I tend to operate on the stance of both kind words and having a liberator in my paws, you know? The next matter up for debate is what industries should Gunvold's growing government nationalize, with administration, water, electricity, and agriculture, or some combination of the prior, on the ballot. I personally voted for all of the above because of a motion that I would wish to put forward in Gunvold's Congress in the future. Said motion is that the basic requirements of life, that being food, water, healthcare, access to information, and a reasonably manageable government bureaucracy, should be considered essentials to life and freely available to all. This is something that I personally feel our species has really struggled with, and it is well past time that we herald out what inalienable rights really mean. I mean, come on. Is a kingdom really mighty when for a sick and starving child it doesn't care? I think we can all do a little better, don't you? Act with a little more kindness and compassion. I'm not saying that everyone should be issued unlimited 3-course dinners complete with a roast pig, but simply that the basics of life should be provided for. Things that if you went without, you would literally die. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pandera the Radio Angel. The Ustotu is due to be free before noon, and then we're going to press on to Varylia 5, and from there, our major order objective planet. I can already hear the exosuits thudding down on the next drop. No, Legion Divers, you will not be getting Varylia back. In fact, I'll be putting my seraphim there to place those industrial plants under constant guard. They're going to be making mechs for us now, and they're going to be put to good use, defending the people. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for the angelic rebellion. Viva la Revolution Angelique!